Wednesday, July 1st. All right, friends, it's that time of day again. I am headed out on a bike ride. It's about 6:45 on Wednesday, May 1st, and it's humid and sticky and there's no breeze and it feels like it could rain any minute, so I better get on it so I don't get caught in the rain. 11 minutes, 1.7 miles, and I wanted to go a little longer, but it started to sprinkle as I was getting close to the circle around my house, so I just decided to stop and not get caught in the rain. All right, here's the sitch. I went for a bike ride, got a shower, got my life together, and now it's time for breakfast. Ordinarily, I would be eating 3 eggs and 2 slices of toast for breakfast, which isn't terrible. It fits pretty much into the whole foods diet that I'd like to follow. But I'd also like to focus on eating more fruits and vegetables throughout my day, and the eggs and toast are filling and basically good for me, but don't really help me get more fruits and vegetables. So I may still eat that a little bit later, but for now I'm just starting with a big bowl of watermelon. My resolve is being tested. It's 10 o'clock and I'm hungry. The problem is there's not a whole lot that we have here at home that I can eat or that I should eat, and what we do have needs quite a lot of attention. I'm in the middle of my work day and not really in a position to cook very much at this moment. So I need to make some decisions. I'm gonna have the eggs that I didn't have this morning. Problem solved. All right, friends, this is our current kitchen situation. It's no bueno. Wait for it, wait for it. Bam, dirty dishes. So usually it's not this bad. Oh, and clean dishes. Usually it's not this bad, but the dishwasher is clean and needs emptied, and neither of us have had time to do it. I'm gonna try to make dinner and clean up the kitchen all at the same time. And just like that, taco salad. This lighting isn't great, but that's okay. I'm in my bedroom with just the bedside lamp on, getting ready for bed, and I've gone through my list of things that I need to do today, and I've checked off every single thing on my list, so that feels pretty good. And just because I'm trying to focus a little more on weight loss doesn't mean that I've forgotten about my other goals like reading and water and all of that. So I did get 100 ounces of water today, and actually I finished pretty early, like around 7. And I haven't really felt thirsty since then, and I've really forced myself to take the last 10 ounces or so. But I did it, and that's good. So I can tell I was really dehydrated because even with drinking so much water so quickly today, I really haven't had to pee very much, so I can tell I really needed that water. But the main reason I'm here right now is because I wanted to tell you about this book I'm reading. And I'm reading a book called The Almost Moon. This is a book by Alice Sebold, and about 10 or 15 years ago she had a really famous book called The Lovely Bones about a girl who was killed, and the book was from her perspective in heaven and watching her family kind of grow and move on without her. So this author wrote this book, and it's a totally different type of book, but at the same time it's still a little bit morbid and a little bit twisted. So I'm about halfway through, maybe. I'm about halfway through, so I will let you know how it goes. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 2nd, and it's about, almost 10 o'clock, I think. And I have not picked up the camera yet today because it's just been a crazy morning. I've got back-to-back meetings starting at 7 this morning, so there's that. And just have meetings all day throughout today. But that doesn't mean that I'm not staying on track. I had eggs and toast for breakfast. I've done some push-ups today. Melissa, I'm coming for you. And I've already got a good start on my water, had my vitamins, and I'm standing up as much as possible so I'm not sitting through every single meeting. I do have a awesome standing desk, so that allows me to stand and sit throughout the day and not just have to sit all the time or not make it awkward to stand up when I want to. So that's where I'm at today, and just wanted to check in. But the thing I wanted to tell you about the most is that I have a problem, like might need to go to rehab problem. I have this game on my phone and I only have one single game, but I spend way too much time on it, so I gotta get rid of it. I have always loved phone games. The first cell phone I had when I was 17 was one of those Nokia brick phones, literally indestructible. You could throw it off a bridge and it would still work and still be in great condition, not even scratched up. That phone had a bowling game on it and I loved it. And since then, I've pretty much been addicted to phone games. It's been a problem. Slowly, I've been weaning myself off. I don't play Candy Crush anymore. I don't play, I used to play Trivia Crack. I used to play Words with Friends. I don't play any of those anymore. I miss them, but it's a time suck and it's an attention suck and a strain that I don't need on my time and attention. So this last game has been hanging on, and I've kept it because it's something I can do during meetings and still pay attention. It doesn't require a lot of focus. I literally push a button and watch a ball go in circles, and that's the kind of game. So that's where I'm at with that, but I got to get rid of it. Today's the day. I just have to do it. So I'm going to go do that right now. All right, here we go. It's this bricks and balls game. I'm getting rid of it. This is a good thing. Yes, delete. Delete. Okay, it's gone. That's awesome. And it's gone. Yay. I'm going to miss it. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hands during meetings. I also think that this means I will be more present. I'll be more present with my wife. I'll be more present for work situations and not just have my eyes on my phone all the time. So that was the last game, and it's tough. I feel like I really need some rehab. Not to make light of addiction. Addiction is a serious issue, but that's just kind of what I feel like I'm doing. I'm giving myself a little game rehab. That's one more step I'm taking toward doing everything that makes me healthy and happy. I don't know how well you can see, but this is the view from the side of my neighborhood. And it's about 9 o'clock on Thursday evening, and I'm so excited because I don't have to work tomorrow, but I'm tackling a bunch of house projects that really need done that I need to finish this weekend. And I'm just out for a walk with Sly, and I didn't get to go for a bike ride this morning because I had so many meetings back to back. So I'm just out taking Sly for a walk and just enjoying this view. If you can't tell, this is a cornfield, but occasionally you can probably see the flashes of fireflies. And then there's the moon. And this is one of my favorite views in the whole world. And I love this time of year. Friday, May 3rd. Good morning. Today is Friday, July 3rd, and fortunately I have the day off work today, and that doesn't mean though that I'm going to get a break. I've got my Stained Painters t-shirt on. You can see my paint stains here, and got my hair pulled back because I'm getting ready to tackle a project that I'm not excited about. Last week we had some plumbers come to our house to fix a plumbing issue, and they had to literally jackhammer up the cement floor in one of our bathrooms, and along with that came the tile that was on top of it. So they repoured the concrete, and now we have to relay the tile, but before we can do that, we have to clear away as much of the old tile mortar as we can. Not looking forward to that, and I've never done that before. I've never really done anything with tile work, so I spent an hour and a half in the home improvement store yesterday just picking out materials and thinking about what I needed and researching and talking to people and just trying to figure out the best way to go about this. So here we go. I'm going to see what I can do. What I was doing was not working. Well, it was sort of working, but it was going to take hours, and I I do not have the desire or the time or the energy to sit on the floor and pound away at dried mortar for hours and hours. That's just not where I am in my life. I'm a grown up and I get to choose to go buy a tool just because it makes my life easier. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I bought a grinder tool. Didn't work. Luckily I didn't spend very much money on it, but I'm back to doing it by hand. There's got to be a better way. I'm gonna go talk to the neighbors and see if they've got some tools I can use. I have the best neighbors. They came through again. So one of my neighbors is a floor layer, a retired floor layer, but he still has all of the tools and everything, and he still does odd jobs on the sides. But his wife let me go scavenging through the garage to see what I could find, and boom, this is what I got. So I think this is actually exactly the tool that is meant for what I'm doing here. So let's see how this goes. Since we've been putting so much work into our house unexpectedly and things that we didn't really plan to do, we decided to go ahead and do a project that we've been wanting to do for a long time, which is put backsplash up in the kitchen and in one of the bathrooms. So this is us working on that. This project is definitely one of the reasons why I had a terrible weekend for food and exercise. I technically did get a lot of exercise because I was working on things that I wouldn't normally do and moving my body in ways that I wouldn't normally do. But I definitely had a bad food weekend, and I need to focus more in the future on keeping to my good habits even through strange situations like where I'm spending a 3-day weekend working on home improvement projects, which I wouldn't normally be doing. So that's one of my goals also for the near future, is to work on staying on track even when my schedule changes and even when things don't go exactly as I planned. Sunday, July 5th, grocery store time. Monday, July 6th. I said I was going to be honest, and here I am being honest. My hair is oily and gross. I'm wearing just like a tank top dress thing. It's after 10 on Tuesday, July 7th, and I have done nothing today. I've done no work. I've done no exercise. I have had breakfast, and I've laid in bed and played on my phone. So when I was laying in bed playing on my phone this morning, I was thinking about, like, what is going on? Why do I have no motivation this morning? Why am I still in bed? I need to be working. I have a full-time job I'm supposed to be doing. Fortunately, I do have a lot of flexibility in my schedule, but I have a task list that I need to complete today. And I think it's the doctor situation. One thing I haven't talked about on these videos yet is the doctor situation. I mentioned in a previous video that something I wanted to focus on is getting professional medical care, and I've really started doing that. Unfortunately, though, because of the COVID situation, a lot of patients postpone their appointments, and now they're trying to get rescheduled. And I'm not only trying to get scheduled, but I'm a new patient, so I'm trying to find a doctor, and I've done a lot of research. We live in a very medical town. There are 2 major hospitals and then several auxiliary units that go along with those hospitals. So we definitely live in a medical community. So there are a lot of options, and sometimes the options are a little bit overwhelming. Fortunately, I have pretty standard insurance, so pretty much everyone in town takes my insurance. I don't have to worry too much about that. But doing the research and trying to find a doctor has been overwhelming. So I found a couple that I really, really wanted and really liked. The first doctor I wanted to see comes highly recommended from some of my friends who also see her, and she's not taking new patients. So then my second choice is on maternity leave until October, and then my third choice is also booked out solid until October. I did get an appointment with a doctor who seems fine based on my research. Definitely not my first choice because, first of all, he's a male and I kind of wanted a female doctor. It's fine. I'm fine with it. I couldn't even get in to see him until August 7th, which is a month from today exactly. My anxiety level for this process has already been pretty high with doing all the research and calling offices to try to find out who has availability and see if I can get in to see the doctors that I like based on my research and talking to other people who see them. It's just been a long emotional roller coaster of a process. And then yesterday, when I sat down to make some phone calls and found out that a lot of them were booked up until the holiday season, basically, that was really discouraging. So I'm trying not to let that get me down, and just knowing that one of my goals is to get medical care, and I have taken the steps to do that. I need to remember that it's just a minor thing. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. I haven't been to the doctor in 20 years. What's another month? Today is Wednesday, July 8th, and it's already about 4:15 in the afternoon. I haven't picked up the camera yet at all today. So hi for the first time today. And I just wanted to add this clip at the end of this video just to say thank you for watching, and you can find me on MyFitnessPal or on Instagram. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.